Shalom, 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 everyone. And this is another video for a Prophecy Fulfilled, our new channel on YouTube. So please subscribe to that. The links will be in the subscription box and in the comments. So it will serve also as a backup channel. Now, you can see that this video was done right here. Satan is Coming, 2009. It's a dream I had in 2009. And it was posted in 2016. Now, the actual video that I'm going to talk about today was posted on my other channel, which is Paula Jolly King, because I am a singer-songwriter. And so this I actually posted originally on my music channel on February 12th, 2016. You can see that right here, February 12th, 2016, on my music channel. Now, in the dream that I had, I was talking about the Declaration of Independence going up in flames. Okay? You guys are with me. Now, in this video here on the Wakefulness Theology channel, I went ahead and I reposted that dream here. And so I'm going to play the video so you can hear the dream. This dream has come true, and it has a direct connection on what's happening now. So I pray that you have the patience to bear with me here. Let's listen to this dream.
Hi, my name is Paula King, and I had a dream last night, and I just want to share it. I'm a musician. I don't usually do this. My computer isn't working, so I have to record on my iPad. I don't have a lot of memory, so it's going to be a short dream. It woke me up, and I couldn't get back to sleep, and it's been on my mind all day, so it's just one of those dreams you have to share. Who knows what it means? You guys could tell me what you think. But pretty much the dream started, it's kind of like watching a documentary, and it kind of had a narrator, and the first thing I saw were coins, and the American coins, and it was kind of like it was an x-ray machine or something like that, where I could see through the coin, and you know, you get down to the layer where it's kind of green and blue, like, I don't know, like an x-ray machine. So I could see kind of, you know, the face you have on the coin, and kind of through, it was some kind of symbol or something like that, but I don't know who the symbol was for. It was for two different groups, or it was for two different groups. I assume maybe the Fed and maybe the government or a president, I don't know, or a president, I don't know. Whoever these people who minted, who made the coin, that's what the symbol was on the inside of the coin. Whoever these people who minted, who made the coin, that's what the symbol was on the inside of the coin. And then I heard them say that these people made a fake Declaration of Independence, and they put it somewhere, I don't know. And all of a sudden, the fake Declaration of Independence, it spontaneously combusted. And I didn't see it go into flames, but it was like a documentary, so I could see a picture of it in flames. And then it said the people who minted the coin, or who made the coin, well, they said that no one, the people that minted the coin, they didn't take responsibility for it, so no one could prosecute or investigate what happened. No one could prosecute or investigate what happened because whoever, the entities that are responsible, that have something to do with the money, didn't take responsibility for it. So that's it. A very quick, easy dream. The Declaration of Independence goes up in flame, and there's nobody to take responsibility for it because we don't know what group is responsible for it, but whoever it is, they have something to do with the money.
Okay, so this is important. I'm going to do the best I can to explain. So see, I've changed a lot since That time I cut my locks. The Holy Father in heaven told me to cut off my dreadlocks. So I'm going to give you the understanding, the interpretation of this dream now so we can see what has happened. In this dream, right here, you can see that I posted it on February 12th. And I posted it just like I just had the dream the night before, okay? And I posted it on the next day, February 12th, okay? Now, I want you to know that the next day, Judge Scalia from the Supreme Court, he died on February 13th. The very next day after I had this dream, he died. So you can see here, it's posted, and now we understand what's going on. So, if you remember, Judge Scalia, he died, and it was a big scandal. So let me remind you guys. Right here we have U.S. News, okay? Was Scalia murdered? Okay, so this was a fact. He was found with the pillow over his head, and he did not get an autopsy. Now, this was a big scandal. You can Google it yourself, look it up yourself. This was a big scandal because Trump was one of the people that was touting this so-called conspiracy theory about it. So it was a big deal, making sense of the conspiracy theory that he was murdered. And there was nobody, just like in my dream, it said that there was nobody who took responsibility for it. There was nobody to take responsibility for his death. It was obviously a murder. You have a Supreme Court justice found dead with a pillow over his head. There was no autopsy, and there was no answer as to what happened. Now, this is something that, like I'm saying again, Donald Trump was going around saying that he was murdered. Okay, it was even on CNN, the fact that it was unexamined, his death.
No one could prosecute or investigate what happened.
You see right here? So nobody took responsibility right here. Donald Trump, Scalia, conspiracy, pillow fight, and all that. Nobody took responsibility for his death. So what I'm telling you is that in my dream, he was representing the Constitution being burned. Okay, I'm going to show that. I'm going to prove that in just 1 minute. But you guys are with me so far, I hope. I dreamed that the Constitution went up in flames. I dreamed that there was two parties responsible for it, but at the end, nobody was held accountable. Okay, so the two parties, well, I said it could have been a president, it could have been this, it could have been that.
Or president, I don't know.
So they were on a coin. Okay. So on the coin, right here, you have Trump on the coin, which if you guys are Christians, or if you are in that, on YouTube, everybody has their own little groups. So there's Christians groups, and we talked a lot about Trump being minted on the Israel coin. And that was a big deal because he was compared with, right here, he was compared with Cyrus right here, King Cyrus. So that was a big deal. Okay, so the two people that were on the coins, what I'm understanding right now was Trump, and the other one was Obama. So here is something that none of us probably knew. Obama, here, if we look back, this is from January 19th, 2017, and Obama told the podcast that amid the possibility of a government shutdown and the default that would most likely have lowered the U.S.'s credit rating, the administration was considering numerous options to avoid the shutdown and deal with the national debt. One of the ideas floated, Obama said, was having the U.S. Treasury mint a coin worth $1 trillion to pay off the good portion of the debt. We were having these conversations, and there were all kinds of wacky ideas about how potentially this could have you could have this massive coin. So I mean, that's like a serious thing that the president of the United States was considering and has admitted. So again, another connection to him and coins. So why am I saying Trump and Obama? I'm saying Trump because he was the one that replaced his presidency was the one who replaced Scalia on the Supreme Court. Trump replaces Supreme Court Justice Scalia. You see? So he was actually the one that replaced Scalia, but Obama tried to do it. Okay? Obama tried to do it, but it didn't go through. You see right here? Obama was in the process of doing it, but his nomination didn't go through. You can do the research yourself. So these two were already fighting back then about who was going to replace Scalia. So that, and they were on the coins. So that is why I'm saying in the dream, the two entities that were fighting each other and no one took responsibility was them. Trump and Obama. Are you with me? The two people on the coins. It was a big deal that they were on the coin. The same for Obama. It was a big deal. Now, why? So, justice, when I say in the dream that the Declaration of Independence went up in flames, it was representing Antonin Scalia, because not only did I have it the night before he died, the dream, but also he was what you call, he was someone who's was judging the Constitution. His judicial philosophy was based on the, right here, the original intent approach of the Constitution. Okay, so that was his specialty. That was his main viewpoint, was the Constitution. Okay, he was a constitutionalist and he was one of original intent. Okay, so that's right here, constitutional philosophy and his methodology. That was his speciality. Okay, and you can look that up yourself as well. So that's why when they killed him, it was a representation of burning the Constitution, because that was his speciality on the Supreme Court, was interpreting the Constitution and the Bill of Rights. That is what his legal philosophy was. Okay, you guys with me? How does that connect to right now? So I've proved to you that I had the dream the night before. I've proven to you that, the parties involved were Trump and Obama. There's another reason why it was Obama, is because I had a second dream, and I talk about it in this video. If you just go to Wakefulness Theology, you go back to the very beginning, I'll put the links. And I explained the dream at the end where I was given the warning, Satan is coming. And that happened just when my grandma and my cousin died. So right here, my aunt passed in April 2009. My other aunt, she met Michelle Obama, okay, in 2012. My cousin died in 2015, January 21st, and that's when I had the bad man comes warning that I talked about already in the first video, the last video, on April 19th. So you have right here, okay, so my grandma passed away January 24th, 2009. Obama was elected January 20th, 2009. In this dream of my grandma dying that I explain in this video, it says at the end, Satan is coming. And then my other aunt met Michelle Obama. So what I'm putting together here is the fact that these dreams are pointing to Obama coming. Not only Obama, but this whole, everything we're living through right now, which is preparing the way for the kingdom of Satan, the fallen angels and all that stuff. Everything we're living right now, I was warned about in 2009 when the voice said, Satan is coming, at the end of my dream. And my grandma died just days after Obama was elected. And my other aunt, who in the dream, my other aunt is the one who said, Satan is coming. She's the one that met Michelle Obama, okay? So now, that is another way that I'm tying in Obama to this story, okay? So it's not just because I felt like it. I had prophetic dreams that was pointing this out. So here on Scalia, he died on February 13th. And then it was the same thing where 13 bald eagles were found dead during the weekend. So it really was an event that was symbolizing the death of America. Now, priest, this is the kicker. This is really the kicker. I was asking, this is who Obama tried to nominate to replace Scalia, but it didn't work. I was asking what Scalia stood for, because assuming he was murdered, okay, he had the pillow over his head. Not only was he murdered, it was a statement saying that we can get to anybody. We can get to anybody, okay? So they were bold about it, okay? So I was asking if Father, because this is the reason I'm going back through all these dreams and messages. It's because there had to be a reason why we were warned. There has to be something that's coming from this that's important to know and understand. It's not just the fact that they come true. It's not. I'm not here to say, "Ooh, look at me, I'm a prophet," or "Look at me, I'm clairvoyant," or something. That's not what I'm saying. That is not what I'm saying. That is not what I'm trying to get at here. What I'm saying is the Most High Father in heaven has given us this warning. Before it happened, he said, pay attention to these events. So now these events have happened. I'm showing you that they happened, ED, in the past. These prophecies have been fulfilled. So why was it so important? Okay. So that's why I'm looking and I'm like, okay, so why was Scalia's death important? So I asked, what would he have voted on, right? So this is just an article saying 5 pending civil rights cases that, was affected by Scalia's death. Okay. So we're going right here. And one of these has to do with religious health exemptions. Right here, the invocation of the Religious Freedom Restoration Act by religious employers and religious organizations. So that meant that they will be forced to provide birth control, and you can't have like a religious exemption for that. You have some other things about abortion and in Texas and some other things. And I thought they were interesting, but I was like, I don't feel like it's big enough, that Father would warn me about that. Maybe, maybe not. But I kept looking, and then I fell on this. This is it. This is why they killed him. This is why those two powers were fighting. This is why we were warned about it. And everything that is happening right now is happening because because they killed this man. Are you feeling me? Are you hearing me? Okay? 3 decades ago, Justice Scalia foresaw challenges to, I'm not even going to say the word. You can read. Right here. His colleague, okay, so nearly 30 years ago, the late Justice Scalia cautioned his colleagues that there would be claims for religious exemptions for mandates if the justices headed down the road that a number of them now seem ready to travel. From September 20, this is actually from 2021. Wow. Scalia's warning came in his 1990 majority opinion in the controversial 6-3 decision. The majority ruled that the First Amendment typically does not bar the application of a neutral, generally applicable law to religious motivated actions. That is something that you can do your research on. But the point that I'm making is that this man right here would have possibly been able to vote in different ways that would have changed the current legal implications of exemptions. Right here, religious exemptions. So anyhow, we know that the Constitution has just been walked on, tread upon since then. I'll stop there. Had the dream here that the Constitution was burned and that there were 2 parties involved and nobody took responsibility for it, and it did happen. Another thing I want you to see is that in the last video I did about prophecy being fulfilled, we talked about the bad man, and in 12 weeks the bad man comes. We understood that that was Trump, that had been fulfilled. And another thing is that on April 19th, you had the Arch of Palmyra that was set up in New York and London and maybe some other cities, and Obama went and visited that. If you look it up, Palmyra, the Arch of Palmyra is like the gate to the Baal, of his temple. Okay, and that happened on the same day that Trump had won New York. So I want you to, again, pay attention to these old things that are happening, because future situations, if there be events in those cities, has a lot to do with having that Arch of Palmyra being set up on that particular day, which we've talked about in the past. So there you go, prophecy fulfilled. I pray that you're blessed. I pray that you understand what I'm trying to say here. And I love you all in Christ. And if you have had prophetic dreams and visions that have come true, don't stop at the fact that it's come true. Go back and look at it and say, Father, why were you showing me this? And you're going to find more information and other things that are important to your present day situation. So love you all so very much in Christ. Have a beautiful, blessed day. Shalom. Mwah.